This is not me. I don't record myself crying because I've never been one to want pity from nobody. But this, what's happening to my people, is not right. What's happening to little kids is not right. Coming home and not knowing where your mom is, it's not right. No kid should have to wake up and fear that their mom is not going to come home. No mother should feel the pain of being separated from their children just because they wanted a better life in America. And yes, maybe they should have done it the right way. But the right way wasn't made for us Latinos. The right way wasn't made for nobody but the white people.
And I do hope that all you Latinos for Trump never have a day of peace now that the Supreme Court has made it legal for ICE to stop you based on your race. Because some of you are darker than me. Some of you look more paisa than me. And I hope you get stopped. And I hope you get frisked. I hope that in some cases, some people have shown their IDs, their real IDs and stuff like that. And the ICE officers just say that this is fake. And they apprehend them anyways. I hope that happens to every last one of you. I hate you.
Ay, 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 people. Ay, ay, ay. Latinos who voted for Trump thought that they were safe. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, they were so wrong. And now they are finding out the hard way. If you are Latino, you are not safe. Because now ICE can legally, racially profile you thanks to the Supreme Court. So I have a question. Should we feel sorry for Latinos?
I got deported because I voted for Donald Trump. Now everybody's getting deported because they voted for Donald Trump. Yes, they're getting deported, but they all voted for Donald Trump.
Hey, you.
Latinos for Trump, it is time to embrace the consequences of your actions. I've always been a firm believer of fighting fire with fire. If somebody goes low, I'll go lower. Now, with that being said, I know for a fact that most Latinos for Trump have undocumented family members, whether that be their parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, etc. So if you know of a Latino who voted for Trump, I urge you to call this number and report said family members. It's time that these Latinos for Trump get a taste of their own medicine and a taste of poetic justice. Now, I know what you may be thinking, Angel, this is extreme, and I agree. But extreme problems call for extreme solutions. And unfortunately, many innocent people are going to be affected by this, but you can't be that innocent if you raised a Latino for Trump. And before all of the Latinos for Trump come at me all angry, this is what you wanted. This is what you voted for. You should be happy. Let me see that smile.
I am highly qualified to work for ICE. Believe it or not, I am a US citizen. Not only that, but I am in great shape. I served in the US military and I hold several college degrees. But even if they pay me $1 million, I will never, ever work for ICE. Why? On principle alone, I will never do it. Money is not everything, and not all money is good money. I cannot compromise my morals for money. Guys, the way ICE is treating immigrants and even US citizens is very cruel and inhumane, which makes me wonder, why are Latinos working for ICE to snatch off the street and deport other Latinos? I have a theory on that, and later on, I will tell you why.
For those that don't know, the Supreme Court ruled Monday for the Trump administration and agreed U.S. immigration agents may stop and detain anyone they suspect in the U.S. illegally based on little more than working at a gas station, at a restaurant, at a car wash, speaking Spanish, or having brown skin. That is all they need. If you speak Spanish or have brown skin, you are in danger. My family's in danger. And we have to step up. We have to be the change. We have to spread the word. Make sure to keep your family as safe as you can. Let them be informed. And that's the best that we can do.
Latinos for Trump. First of all, you guys are embarrassing. I've always said it, and I stand by that. It's very embarrassing. You guys are weak-minded. You guys are. You couldn't just, get through that. At one point, you guys were made fun of for being Latino, and then you guys just kind of caved in. You were like, I don't want to be Latino anymore. And that's why you guys hate yourselves. And I don't know what to tell you. But now what I can say is that the Supreme Court is allowing ICE to racially profile. And you guys are going to find out real quick that there was nothing different about you. Sorry, you guys look like us. So buckle up. I don't even think a MAGA hat can save you now. I don't think so. I don't think they really care. They're definitely not going to tell, who voted for him and who didn't. They're not going to be able to tell by looking at you. Okay? Maybe you can carry your MAGA hat and your little flags around, your Trump flags, just in case. But I don't think that's going to save you. I do hate what's happening within our community and the hatred that people have towards us. But I will say that if I see a Latino for Trump being detained, I might chuckle a little bit. You know what I mean? It might be a little, funny for me. I don't know.
So now, let me tell you why some Latinos are working for ICE to kidnap and deport other Latinos. The first and very obvious reason is money. I mean, the pay and the signing bonuses are huge. The job comes with a lot of benefits. You put those incentives to any other job, people will sign up in droves. The second reason, and maybe the biggest reason, is the fact that by voting for Trump and by wearing the red MAGA hat everywhere, it will make them quote-unquote, more white and better accepted by white people. The third reason could have been the pride to wear a federal law enforcement agency uniform. But as you know, ICE agents don't wear uniforms. So those were the three reasons, in my opinion.
Now I can empathize and sympathize with the black community. I've never been able to do that before because I would hear them say things like, oh, we walk down the street and we get profiled and, cops will just suddenly stop and frisk or whatever just because of the color of their skin. And I always thought it's a little bit of a stretch. It feels like a little bit of a stretch. That person must be doing something, right? And obviously I've never experienced that before. I've never felt that way before and stuff. And so I always thought ignorantly, by the way, on my part, thinking I think you guys are, because I'm brown, I've never felt that and stuff like that, I'm also a minority. But now, with us, it wasn't the cops. Cops aren't just randomly go and checking in the past. But now it's our turn, right? Now we feel it. Now we feel like, crap, can I just go down the street? Do I need my paper? It's like, why are you stopping me? I'm a U.S. citizen. We're not doing anything wrong. And now we're being persecuted. And so now I'm thinking crap, this is what the black community meant, and I kind of feel bad. Well, I feel bad because I never really could understand where they were coming from or where you guys were coming from. But I can assure you that now that it's here with us too, it's like, crap. I honestly, legitimately didn't think it was real. But it's real as hell. And it's obviously minority groups that are targeted and persecuted pretty much. And it's right now with us is because we're brown. You guys have had your turn when, cops were just in bigger cities, urban areas, stopping disproportionately, the black community and stuff. And I just want to say, I guess now I understand. I think moving forward, there's going to be a little bit more unity because we now can see where you guys are coming from. Well, at least I can, And so, yeah, guys, I just want to say sorry for being ignorant before, but I hope this unites all communities, not just minorities, and call out things for what they are, regardless of the race.
Most of you watching me right now are probably asking themselves, what gives me the right to speak on problems in America? They also probably think that I live in some third world country, but I make videos about problems in America. They are all wrong, so wrong. First of all, I live in Texas. Yes, you heard me right. I live in San Antonio, Texas. That's number one. Number two, I am a US citizen. Yes, I have a foreign accent, but I am a US citizen. Thirdly, I serve in the US military. I was in the US Navy. Right now, ICE is hiring everybody. They even removed the age limit for all job applicants. So no matter how old you are, you can easily get a job working for ICE. Most ICE jobs applicants cannot even pass a background check. I mean, they have bad criminal records, they failed drug tests, and they cannot do 15 push-ups. 15 push-ups or 32 sit-ups. By the way, this is the bare minimum. Now, here is the worst part. Many have failed an open book test and can barely write or read English. That's unbelievable, don't you think?
This video is for Latinos for Trump. If you're not a Latino for Trump, you can scroll on, my loves. If you want to stay, stay. So I have $1 million question, right? A lot of you guys, not all, but a lot of you guys fled your countries fleeing supposed dictatorship, right? You fled your country. You came here to the United States of America fleeing dictatorship. But when you got here, then it was okay to vote for a felon who's a dictator and is turning the United States of America into a dictatorship. Make that make sense. You guys, Latinos for Trump, should be embarrassed. Because as a first-generation child of immigrants, I could never vote against my own people, and especially my parents, who made me who I am today and gave me what I have today. So you guys are absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. If I was your parents, I would have slapped the out of you. I would have made sure I threw that chancla and hit you smack dab in the right here. See if it knocks some sense into you.
I completely understand that we need to deport illegal immigrants, especially the criminals. I fully understand that, but there is a proper way to do it. Barack Obama deported so many people that he was called the deporter-in-chief. I believe he deported well over 3 million people. But when Obama was in office, we never heard of ICE raids. As a matter of fact, most people, myself included, never heard of ICE until Trump took office. Yes, we have to deport illegal immigrants, but we should also do it with decency. Don't you think?